Okay, so I am recording this for the second time, but we'll start with a nice fun, what's it called? Hide and seek. Hopefully you can see me this time. I don't think it's too difficult, but you never know. But yeah, I messed up the recording last time again. The frame rate was really weird, but also I was just way too close to the mic. It just sounded really tinny, and also like I was just shouting at you. So sorry about that. If you haven't figured out where I am yet, here I am. I was actually really close this time. Hi. Hi there. Right. So what have we done this time? We've rebuilt a whole area. So let's check it out. Okay, so this is what we've done. We've rebuilt the village. I think I said in the previous one I was gonna knock down the houses, plan out how I wanted it to go, and then maybe build up some more trees and sort of call it that. I did that. I did that a couple of days ago. And then I was like, that's not enough progress. I want to build. So I built and I built and I built and I built. And here we are. We've rebuilt the village. So we've taken a lot more design elements from this building. We've taken the sort of spires of wood and we featured it in all, if not most, of the builds. This one I don't think has one, but that's fine. Not everything has to be exactly the same. This one has a second layer. Can't get up to the second layer, but that doesn't matter. You know, this one has I kept the viewing platform that was here, but I made it look more like what we're used to with these ones, with these sort of platforms that we have. I put another one over here so that they can keep an eye on this road. I put an end to the village down here at the bottom. This palisade, that marks the end of the village at the bottom here. Maybe there's a little bit more up here. I don't know. I haven't planned out how these cliffs are going to go. That's part of the fun of this world. We've got more pigsties. We've got a lot more trees. We've got more bushes. We've got finished buildings up here. I've changed up the way these buildings worked. I added an extra one up here. I've added in, as I said, lots more trees, lots more pigsties. I've started work more on the waterfall up here. Before it just ended at the sort of the top of this waterfall and went down. Now we've got it coming up. And as you can see, it's splitting off into a couple different paths, a couple different streams. What I want is, as we're working our way up this mountain, I want the water to come from lots of different sources, lots of different springs, you know, feel more natural. Maybe there's another peak up here where some's coming down. There's a peak there that there's some coming down. This will be working up to another peak. You know, that's only like 50 on like the Y. So that's really small. It looks big because down there is obviously lower than 50 by a fair bit into the minuses because Superflat was. So yeah. So like, I just think there's so much more height we can give that, and with so much more interest we can work into it. And this area, having these springs that are going to come down and feed our river, it's going to look really cool. This isn't going to be our only river. This is just the first river that we're working on. Speaking of, I've been planning out where it's going to be going next. Down at the bottom here, we're going to be splitting off. I want there to be another kind of cliff. I want this to kind of feel more like a canyon, not just like a valley or a gap in the here that ends really small on either side. I want this to feel a bit more Grand Canyon-esque. At least that's what I'm thinking at the moment now. I added in an extra bit of cliff work up here. I just thought, you know, let's kind of tie it in a bit more. And we've got, it just kind of feels like it works a bit more than there was an empty space there and the palisade was just going to go along, and it just felt wishy-washy and I hadn't thought of an end. And I hadn't thought of an end at that point, but now I have, at least to the end of the village at this point. This may, as I said, it may go around a little bit more. You know, this will probably come round up here and then kind of go off, do its own thing, do some extra, you know, cliffy things. We'll probably have a big cave that they can go into. Maybe it's a mine. Who knows? That's the fun of this world. I can kind of just experiment with it and just kind of build whatever I think, whatever I want to do. This is a really tall version of these trees. It's got, you know, a few different branches, not just the two that most of them have. And yeah, I'm so happy with this. I've just been building and building and building, just building away, and it's been so fun, so much fun. And you know, hang on, let me get over here, right? And if you've had fun with this, you know, if you've enjoyed seeing this, seeing the progress we made, seeing the difference, and seeing how sometimes knocking down what you've done before and just replacing it, how much better it can look. If you've done that in your worlds, let me know. I want to know. I want to know, like, have you ever taken the plunge and just gone, actually, this is pretty pants. I know I can build something better, or something at least I'm happier with. If you've done that, let me know. I'm intrigued. I want to know. You know, whilst you're there, also do all the other YouTuber jazz, like and subscribe and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, whenever that is. I've been recording this on Christmas Eve, so we'll see when this comes out. Oh, well, when the next one comes out anyway. Busy time of year. But anyway, bye.